I was just thinking out loud is all, I need to figure something out, you know? I'll make it, I guess. And then like, some kind of like a 10-second warning. That kind of thing, you know? So hi, welcome to Misfire. That's right. Is that working?
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
Yeah, turn it a little bit.
This way?
Perfect.
That way?
Yep.
God, I cannot see. Well, I gotta say hi to my friend I saw today. So, yes, I'm really here. I don't know if I'm liking my outfit here at all. Look like some kind of escapee or something from a hospital. So, Friday the 13th. Happy Friday. you know, Casey, I don't even know what it means.
Neither do I.
Like for real, I don't know what it means. All I know is it always has like cool, graphics or whatever,
Supposed to be unlucky?
Yeah. Well, I don't know why.
Neither do I.
Along with a couple other things that it is today. Oh, and welcome to Central Valley Talk.com on Facebook and centralvalleytalk.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And only one other person will understand what I'm saying, but I forgot to bring my floor candy, if you know what I mean. So, I am not liking this. Okay, Friday the 13th, but you know what also National Day is? Blame Somebody Else Day. I swear to God.
I've been observing that day without knowing it.
That should be like every day, right? And just blame somebody else. See, I don't know what that's about either, but it is a national day. So, also, it's Canine Veterans Day. Now, I have a cute story involving, because before I forget, is cats will never rat you out. Dogs will. Dogs will show them where your drugs are, but a cat will just walk off and go to sleep. But a few years back, I sent $35 to, I'm going to say Tulare. Is it Tulare?
Tulare.
Tulare, okay. And for a dog, because he needed a bulletproof vest. And I was like, okay, I'm down with the dog having a vest. That's okay with me. So I called to make sure where the address was, and the chief of police answered.
Small town.
I was so blown. I was just sputtering. He's like, chief of police? Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? And I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I'm trying to send money to Eric the dog, for his vest. And he did get his vest. That stuff does break down after like 10 years, I read. I didn't know that. So beware, because I have seen people selling bulletproof stuff, on Facebook Marketplace and all that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bulletproof stuff. It's probably old.
Yeah, and illegal.
Is it? Oh, well. I see some of the weirdest stuff. It's like they're advertising something and then it's a picture of weed.
Yep.
It's like, what's going on? Which one are you doing? So, I sent the $35 to Eric, and he did get his vest, but then I saw on the news, like a year later, he got fired because he bit somebody. See, even the police dogs can't act right. So he got retired or fired, but okay, so it is, I didn't know there's a national, what is it? Canine Veterans Day. Well, Once again, if I have time, we'll get into it. Another episode of my thank you for your service, right down to the dogs. He just bit some random person. It wasn't even like a perp or anything. He was on duty and bit just some person. It's like, damn, you can't act right. Oh. So, you know what I feel like? Kittens and rainbows. Let's enjoy some kittens and rainbows. Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't tell. Aw. I feel sick to my stomach posting this. It's so bad. As I show it. That one I kind of like, because I kind of feel like I'm tripping when I watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that. See, is when I look at... Oh. Ah, kittens and rainbows. No, that's a big N-O right there. Nope. Sorry. Wah, wah. Oh, okay, that's kind of nice. Looks like he's watching that cat that's not moving either. So there's your kittens and rainbows for the week, because we all know there's not enough on the internet, right? Someone has to take over and start showing them. So after that fun, now who's dead? Do you know who's dead, Casey?
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you who's dead. Coffin Joe is. And what's funny is because I was supposed to do this literally 3 weeks ago. And then something happened, and then there was a couple other things. And then but now this worked out good because he was actually born on a Friday the 13th. So in Sao Paulo, Brazil. He's a Brazilian filmmaker. And I've seen the trilogy and one other movie, but he's made a bunch. Okay, so now he's kind of semi-famous in the cult arena. And his name is Jose Mojica Marin. There he is. That is the first one of the trilogy. I happened upon this on Turner Classic Movie years ago, and I was just like immediately hooked. He's like he lives in a poor village, but he dresses like this. He's like the fashion peacock of the whole town. And he has super long nails, and those are his. Because when you watch throughout the movies, some of them are like way shorter. And you can just tell in other photos. So he's what is it? When he owns a mortuary. And there's like really there's always like half dressed or straight up naked women in these. And like this is an image from it since I can't show films anymore. So she's got a bunch of spiders on her. I remember that part. And then we got, This Night I Will Possess Your Corpse. Yes, this was number 2. And those are real nails. So he's an interesting character. Like, if I recall, every single movie was 100 minutes long, okay? Which right there kind of tells you he's like in some kind of thing, you know? And he writes, directs, and stars in them. So I think I sent, I can't read.
It says Bruno will tend to your wounds.
Bruno will tend to your wounds. Yes, his movies are filled with like astounding lines like this. And then that's Bruno. You can tell he's like kind of the town. I don't know what you even say. But there's always like these 60s women running around him with like these great hairdos. And in lingerie. Which is
I'll make a coffin.
Oh, thank you. I'll make your coffin. I mean, it's just They're really good. There isn't a whole lot of talking in them, but he's highly visual. Oh, the thing is, I forgot is he just died last month of this year. So, he's our Who's Dead Now this week. Did we discuss the picture of the store
No, not
they
yet.
sent? Can you put that up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so okay, I go to a store by my house today. Now, I went in there yesterday at about 4:30, I guess, to get a TV dinner and some mango fruit. So I remember going by this aisle, and like everything's been normal there, and except for the hand sanitizer, they haven't had that in like a week or two. So evidently, so then I go today, and because I was going to go tomorrow, I usually do my weekly shopping Friday or Saturday. Yes, the exciting life of me, and so I get there, and number one, there's no shopping carts. But I was like, this store has so many carts, it cannot possibly, and there weren't enough cars to be like that. So, so I go in there, and then I happen to look down the toilet paper aisle because I'm like, wow, it's really crowded in here. And that's what it looked like. So since yesterday and today, I'm like, what's going on? So then I went to the other end of the store, and there was like no rice or beans except for a couple random bags laying there. And there was like 10 people in that aisle. It's like where the canned vegetables and the beans were and all that canned stuff. I was like, wow, what's going on? So it's like, so I did my shopping and all that. So I go home, and then I find out that Trump said something about a national emergency, and I was like, well, there you go, because, and it was the perfect demograph people that you would suspect to go in there going nuts,
Yeah.
taking all the toilet paper, freaking out because their president said this. And I was like, now I get it, because everything yesterday was completely normal. So then I'm trying to mind my own business, and I see a commercial yesterday for the local news, the later night news, and it says something about a shortage of guns and ammo. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I had to set my TV to record it because I did not want to miss this going on. So evidently the thing is, over in Clovis, there's a gun owner. He has like a store and a shooting practice. They wiped him out of bullets. Like, are they expecting zombies? He was like, cool. He was like, it's good for me, but he's like, I don't know why they're buying this shit. It's like gun, and he was getting low on guns, and there's no ammo to be found. Now I'm picturing what demographic, which not that I generalize, is over there freaking out buying guns and ammo. I kept humming to myself today that old Clash song, Guns and Ammunition. I was like, too much. Like, seriously, they think people are crawling in your house? Like, I don't get it. I still don't get the bottled water either. It's like, people are getting misinformed and freaking out. So, yeah, so that was my day today. So, and another thing is, they're canceling all the concerts and whatnot. So, evidently Leonard Skinner was supposed to play tonight, and they canceled it. And I had thought, because I heard, they had TV commercials, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, where's that Confederate flag? Something ain't right here. Like the books in school where it's like circle the thing that don't belong. I was like, where's that damn flag at? So, and I was like, this would be so worth to just take an Uber to the parking lot and hang out and watch the parking lot. Screw seeing them. So, you could play like count the bad bumper stickers on the diesel pickups. So, I looked it up and what's going on with Leonard Skinner. Oh, can we show the pictures? I mean, this is their trademark since I remember, like in the mid-'70s. That's them.
Is that because they're from Georgia?
Is that where they're from? I know they're from the South somewhere.
I don't know. One of those states kept the Confederate flag, the Stars and Bars, as their state flag for a long time.
But they finally got rid of it, right? Because I remember that was a thing. Yeah, and the statues and... Yeah, there we are. So I'm like, well, what happened with all this? Is that all the Leonard Skinner stuff? Oh, that's an album cover, okay? I think it's some kind of greatest hits live or whatnot. There you go. Those are the people buying all the bullets and the guns. Because I'm a creeper and a peeper, and I'm going to come over your house and steal your toilet paper and bottled water. So, yeah, there's another album. Isn't that the album cover too, I think?
Yeah, this is another album cover.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh.
Alabama. They're from Alabama.
Oh, that's right. The song.
That.
Sweet Home Alabama. Wait,
Duh.
I totally forgot about
totally
that. So I'm like, well, what's up with these people? So I'm looking it up, and it turns out they ditched the Confederate flag in 2012. And I was like, well, that is so little, so late.
They might as well keep going.
Yeah, just keep it. Like 2012, they're still waving that thing around. So, but you know what? Because, I have conspiracy theories myself. And I have one about Leonard Skinner. I say they're still making a killing selling the Confederate flag stuff, but just not under their name.
Probably.
Yeah, a dummy company. Because then I went to their official shopping page, and now it's just the American flag in place of, there's eagles and American flags for everybody in that shop. Stickers and whatnot. So they canceled because of the coronavirus thing tonight, but they were supposed to play. But I mean, that would be like as not as interesting, but somewhat as going to like a Grateful Dead show and just staying in the parking lot. I mean, I just can't imagine. I just wanted to just watch. Like, oh, and the thing was, and I didn't write it down, but most of so they're on like a we're getting ready to go tour, like they're retiring. They're going to, wear that out for the next 10 years. So I looked at their tour dates, and tonight was supposed to be, I think, their second show on tour. They're only coming to California to one city.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's Fresno. All the other ones, and Reno. Just as we were talking about a lot of mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Fresno's the only stop on that whole tour, and most of it's in the South. And I think they're going to like New Jersey for one or two shows. I'm like, okay. I was wondering how many hours it was going to take them to play Freebird. Like, let's bet some money. Is it going to be an hour or an hour and a half on that song? Because it's the last one. Like,
Guitar solos for hours.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
That's the longest guitar solo ever.
The only good thing about it, about that song is, my friend Lisa used to have this framed big piece of paper that some guy she knew in prison did the most beautiful calligraphy of the lyrics to that song, along with, probably half the population in there, right? But with all the roses and fine line around it. Oh, that thing was gorgeous. And I was like, I tried to get it off her. And then she moved, and then she had a giant party, and it got torn off the wall and peed on. But not on purpose. It was just a wild, it was just a wild party, and, things got broken. But that thing was, it was just so, how perfect. You can't get any more traditional than prison art and the lyrics to Freebird. So I do thank the song for inspiring people like that. So, not good, not good. Floor candy. So, okay, now, I tend to wander thinking about stuff. So I'm looking at the Leonard Skinner thing. Is this okay? Can you read it?
Yep.
Oh, okay, thank you. And so it got me wondering about a few other things I remember. And so I was like, oh my God, well, of course, Doc Martens. Because when I was a teenager and in my 20s, the only people that wore Doc Martens were skinheads, up in the Bay Area. And I was like, well, what's up with those? So if you're not familiar, can you show the pictures of the people wearing them? Yeah, there you go. They travel in packs to cities that they know they won't get a beat down in. Like I saw them in San Francisco, definitely. Probably Berkeley, but you know what? I never saw a skinhead in Oakland in my life. It's like, come on over here, since you're so irate, Oh, so yeah, and they would go to shows and whatnot. But this is basically standard, or they would have like it's like that's that thing I was telling you about, Casey.
The Capto.
The metal thing. And see, it's like, what's it say? It says something about it's like they're filing down the leather on front of the steel toes so you can look more badass.
Yep, it does say that.
Is that what it says, basically? Yeah. And so I still equate those if I see someone wearing them. I flash for a second, of what those always meant to me. So, and then I've seen them around town. I've seen them at the mall, okay, so now this is what a lot of them look like now. Look at that. For your Easter egg hunt. Pastel colors. Unbelievable. Now, actually, that would be awesome wallpaper in my bathroom. I hate my bathroom wallpaper. It came with the house. That would be kick-ass. But that's a Doc Marten. Is that it?
Yep.
Wait, what? Did I say one with roses? Nope. Oh, okay. What, did we look at all the pictures of the skinheads?
There was two.
There was... Well, we looked at all two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, I still wonder to this day because, I see, girls, women in the fashion ones, but I always wonder, like, are you still promoting that, but like kind of hiding behind it and making it not so obvious? Like, I don't know. So that's just stuff I think about. And, what's, sure. Oh, okay, so now we're getting back to Leonard Skinner, because this is gonna be in poor taste, so turn away if you're easily offended. So, I collect vintage good luck things, you know, like games, fortune-telling cards, anything made before 1960. So, because, you know, oh, like we were talking about how that one state still had the Confederate flag, and they're like, no, it doesn't mean oppression, I don't know why other people are all upset by it, blah, blah, blah. You know, it means a whole different thing. Well, here's another one. Except this is kind of backwards, because I have some stuff from this is like from the 1920s, maybe 30s, and in my fortune telling thing. Now, in America, the swastika, this is for educational purposes, the swastika meant good luck in America up until like the 1920s, and then, you know, Germany hijacked it, and so we don't use it, right? So, but this is kind of like the same thing in a way. Like, this is a postcard. Can you show it close? Is that possible? I didn't want to send a picture because I did not want people thinking I send this kind of stuff to people. So, oh, thank you. So this is like a super old postcard, and this is the front of it. And it says, may you have all the luck. It's a horseshoe, a black cat, and a swastika. You know, it's also been used, like, you know, Native American, you know, like baskets, blankets, Buddhist items, India. It comes from old India, the same pattern, but we don't use it anymore. But nobody gave Leonard Skinner the memo. So this is another one. This is from Worcester Salt, and it's how to read your palm with the, is it okay to just, it shows you which lines to do. And then on the back, it's their advertising and what the different lines mean. And then on the inside, there's, more advertising, but here is the, see, it's a good luck thing. It's just, you know, just normal for back then. I think this is like 30s. I couldn't find any kind of info on this, but it's definitely not like a reproduction. So, show me a line on your hand and I'll tell you what it means.
Mine?
Wait, here, I'll come look and just point at one.
Where your
Oh, the long one at the bottom, it curves. Okay, that is, according to Morton Salt, that is your line 10.5. So, what that line means is, oh, yours was long, huh? It went all the way.
it was pretty much down to my wrist.
That's your lifeline, yeah, long life. Yeah, if it's short, it means short life. Oh, so that's your, I should figure this out. You know, I've been saying this on this
Do you
show
use
for,
your right hand or your left hand?
I don't think it matters. I don't know, it doesn't say. They have the left hand sticking up, but I think that's just for the printer. Well, lucky you, you have a long life coming ahead. And then this is my only other thing, is these are fortune-telling cards from about the same time. Here they are. Oh, they are green, okay. And then this are, I really like that owl. This is what the insides say. Like, oh, okay, this one says red-haired man. I don't know how to read these because they didn't come in with instructions, but can we Where is it? Oh, it's over here. And it has like a witch, a bag of money, a ring, 4-leaf clover, you know, so this was like all integrated in America, you know, but now we don't use it. So, I don't know, that's just my thoughts on that. You know, the 2012 ending the Southern flag. Oh, I forgot because there was a quote. I read a real magazine article about it. It wasn't like some weirdo website, you know. And they said because the KKK just started to hijack it. And I know that's what my face looked like. In 2012, they're just like, the KKK has hijacked this flag, so now we're getting rid of it. Huh?
They just noticed in 2012.
That was what was in the I forget which one. I think there's only like 2 of them that actually speak, you know, for the group.
Just terribly unaware.
Too much. So after that, you know what I need? Kittens and rainbows. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. Does that say something? Oh no, that's my... Is that my name? Okay. He's alright. Uh-huh. Kittens and rainbows. Okay, now that I could use in my yard. Can you imagine?
Would be excellent.
Wouldn't it? It's got the little unicorn horn and everything. Ah, he's pretty cool too. Well, you know, shoot. Where am I going with this? You know, I got my wedding dress here, but then I kind of lost momentum on that. So I'm just going to wait. Seriously, I've been lugging this here. This is the 3rd week I've lugged it here. And it's here. And, you know, I never took care of this thing. You know, people put it in this special box and all. I have it wadded up in a tote bag. But I totally decorated it for my first wedding. So I'll just wait till there's some kind of wedding thing, I guess, to show it. And I'm tired of lugging this around. So, on that happy note of kittens and rainbows, this ain't working tonight. This my hair and the sweater, this ain't working. So, okay, we should finish up well, actually, I don't think I ever will finish, but another installment, let's call it, of a salute to our heroes in blue. Am I missing something? No. I lost my Brad again. He actually has a name for my new show now, and it's Trot. That rat over there. So, did I okay, you know, this is just... This is so depressing and sad, but I have to say it. Okay, so here's what's going on in, I believe, New Jersey with Michael Valva. He was just in the news a couple weeks ago. Well, obviously that's a mugshot. Him and his wife or girlfriend are, the issue was his 8-year-old son froze in a shed during a snowstorm. He was locked in there in years of physical abuse. Oh, I know why I was interested in this one. That's his girlfriend, and while he was on patrol, serving and protecting us innocent people, she's sending him video that she had like a camera in the shed, and she would send him video. of the kid in the shed, and he had like no clothes or food or anything, and then he finally died. So he was just arraigned though last month. So thank you, Michael Valva. Thank you for your service. Why did I write that? Oh, okay. So the other one, I honestly didn't send a picture of the one guy. I gotta find a picture. Because now this guy put on bulletproof vest and then held up, he was a cop. Oh no, this one's good. Okay, I couldn't find a picture of him. Now this guy is just right up the road here in Santa Clara County. Him and his wife, he was a Santa Clara police officer, and he went on permanent disability after picking up some traffic cones. Wow, and you're out there like, wait, what? It's like, how does this work? So he's been on it for years, and then it turns out his wife, in 2017, and then like 2 years before that, his wife was Mandy Henderson was Santa Clara County Sheriff Lieutenant. She claimed the same thing before he did. So they're both getting all this money because they're so, I'm disabled from picking up traffic cones. And, but what got them in trouble was they moved to Las Vegas and competed in bodybuilding contests. Damn, you're dumb. Both of them are competing.
That's wild.
So now they're in jail and they have to pay it back, like they're on workman's comp, like really. So that's just so interesting. You know, it's like I said, I don't have a beef with the police. I got a beef with several of them, let's just say. You know, I had a boyfriend, I remember one time, that said, oh, we shouldn't have police, you know, ever, none. And I said, tell me that when there's a crackhead climbing through our bedroom window, you know, like, there's just too many, though, that run amok like these people because they know they're not going to get caught. You know, and then they go to prison and then they get all special protection. It ain't right, I tell you. So, I'm going to take off early here. But you know what? I forgot. Do I have another Kittens and Rainbow? Oh, okay. Okay, I wanted to talk about, though, because I just read this last week. And it's called That Pink Door. You can look it up on Instagram. I think that's where it has it. Okay, the story, because, what was it, 3 weeks ago I was talking about the elevator doors and how it really makes a difference when you put pride in your work, whatnot, right? So, I'm reading about this and I was like, well, that's the power of a door. So this house in Palm Springs, hopefully I'm going down there this fall. I'm going to try and look. I have the address, but I don't know the street. Okay, so, oh my God, there it is at nighttime. That's amazing. Now, that's an interesting Photoshop because that walkway is, that's their front door. That walkway is actually like 15 feet. It looks like super long there. Okay, the guy bought this pink door for his mid-century home in Palm Springs. And somehow it's gotten super famous. There it is. You know what I can't figure out, Casey, though, is look how low the doorknob thing is.
Just because it's like 15, 16 feet tall.
You think?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Huh. I found a bunch of pictures where people were taking pictures in front of it, but I was like, well, I don't need to show them. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the doorknob lined up.
To the scale of the roof, that door goes all the way to the roof.
That is, yeah, you're right. And see, it has a little pond. Yeah, see how that thing isn't all that long, the walkway? So he was like, basically his thought, and his partner's thought was, when they bought the door, and then people started coming around, just walking up there taking pictures, and then he said they're all jiggling the door. Like, like trying to come in, like, what's wrong with you? People, I swear to God. But he's like, you know, I wasn't going to paint the door a different color. They're not changing me. You know, because see, I would be like that. I would be in a living hell, but I would be like, I'm not changing that door color. Meanwhile, I'm bitching and moaning about people jiggling my door every day. So, okay, so end of the day is him and his partner have moved out, and they rent it, you know, like Airbnb, whatnot, because they couldn't take. Oh, and the neighbors were on them. You know, cars were parking everywhere. He said one time, okay, this is what I love, a bus full of influencers. I mean, don't say influence. See, now that's the type of bus you want to see fly off a cliff in flames, because I still don't know what that is. So he said an unauthorized bus full pulled right up, and the neighbors went ballistic. So now he did move. But see how powerful a door can be, you know? So even when you're minding your own business. Oh, goodness. So, well, it's about time to get going anyway. So, I'll be back next Friday. And, oh, wait, Kittens and Rainbows. I can't leave. Oh, my God. See, I would have that on my wall in my living room. It's so ridiculous. Oh. Kittens and Rainbows. Oh, I like him. We all know that look. Right before they heave and the convulsions. Oh, thank you, Casey. So I'll be back next Friday at 7. And, oh, can we play my ending thing? And thank you again, Michael, for the red letters. I love the red letters.